The One China policy is a commitment that has many components to it. One part of it are the three joint communiques, the one signed in 1972, the second one signed in 1979 during the normalization of relations, and the one signed in 1982 governing U.S. arms sales to Taiwan, plus the Taiwan Relations Act. So it's two parts, the three communiques, the Taiwan Relations Act. And fundamentally, the agreement at the heart of the One China policy is the U.S. position that the sovereignty of Taiwan is undetermined. So in the first communique, the Nixon administration acknowledged the Chinese position that China views Taiwan as part of China. But the U.S. is agnostic on this question. So the sovereignty of Taiwan is undetermined. That's sort of the fundamental fudge, diplomatic fudge, at the center of this whole issue. The One China policy, which has facilitated the U.S. to establish diplomatic relations with China and build up this big economic relationship, is different than the One China principle. China has a One China principle, America has a One China policy, and they are not the same. China's One China principle is that there is one China and that Taiwan is part of that one China, and accordingly, there is not one China, one Taiwan, or two Chinas. The One China policy the United States has is sort of fudges that particular issue. And the reason why this is so important is because this has created the diplomatic foundation for the U.S. to establish diplomatic relations with China beginning in 1979. And so by Trump calling into question the One China policy, he's essentially questioning the diplomatic foundation of the U.S.-China relationship, and that has set off alarm bells in Beijing.